Tonight is Wednesday, December the 27th, 2023. It's about 8:34 p.m. I want to reenact what happened to me about 9 days ago, coming around this particular corner at nighttime, around this particular time, on December the 18th, 2023. My car started having a little trouble. And you can see how dark it is out here. I'm in Bertrand, Missouri. About 6 miles from Charleston, Missouri, where I live. And I put on my emergency flashers as I was passing this house with the fence on it, this is where the police officer from Bertrand, Missouri live at. Him and all the officers in this area, Bertrand, Charleston, some of Sykeston, they know who I am. But as I passed by his house, it was dark like this, nothing, no lights, no cars on, but all of a sudden he put on his emergency lights and spotlight, and he was coming behind me. I didn't want to pull in front of nobody's house, dark as it is, you know. But anyway, I stopped and told him that I'm having problems with my car and I'm trying to get to the service station. He said, we don't have a service station here in Bertrand, and I knew that, but I meant to say, this is City Hall right here. I meant to say the car wash. The reason why I was going to get to the car wash is because the car wash have lights in it, and I didn't want to be parked in front of nobody's house. So he followed behind me. The reason why I'm telling this story, he followed behind me. Now, he lived back there where I just showed you what a little white fence at. In the South, white picket fences was slave owners. I'm not saying he's a slave owner or his family was slave owners. But anyway, I turned my emergency blinkers off and I turned right up in here into this car wash. Now, he following behind me. It's dark. When I got, matter of fact, what I did was I got out of my car when I seen his emergency lights on. And when I got out of my car, this is before we made it down here. I got out of my car back down there where it's real dark at. And when I got out of my car, I was walking towards his car. Now, one thing he did was, you know, most police would, that sound like a dog may be loose. Most police would do what he did and told me to get back in my car. After he told me that there's no service station, and I told him that I meant the car wash. But once I got back in my car and he followed me all the way down here. Now he know I got trouble with my car. Instead of him stopping, he just went on down there somewhere and turned. Then next thing I know, a car come up right across the street and parked up there, SUV light, left. Another one came, left. And I'm assuming that he called the people that owned the car wash and let them know that Raymond Lewis Ivy was out here. And I guess they was thinking that I would leave my car here. But God had a couple of rams in the bush, or angels. One of them was one of my cousins that God had to come through this particular way and had passed and noticed my car. And what he did was he turned around. He turned around because he knew I was out here and he noticed for a particular area. And he came, and then all of a sudden my daughter came. One of my daughters came, and my youngest daughter, and she came And I told her that I was all right and I was going to actually pick somebody up, and she went to pick them up in the next town. But we was out here for about an hour. Now, why do y'all think that he just left and didn't stay and ask me? He didn't even get out of his car after that, after he told me to get back in my car and don't come towards him. And he just followed me. Why y'all think he didn't get out of it? He didn't pull up by the service station, by the car wash, and see, did I need a tow truck, or see, am I going to be all right if it's somebody coming, or do I know what's wrong with my car? I'm going to tell you why, because he know who I am. You see what I'm saying? I'm known in this area, anybody know, because I'm an activist. And I speak up against racist police, and all police is not racist. All white police is not racist. But you could tell he didn't care too much about me, or care too much about, how I was doing. But one thing about it, I'm good. You see what I'm saying? I'm not mad at him for not stopping. But he just showed me he's no different than the sheriff in Charleston, Missouri, Mississippi County, or the chief of police in Charleston, Missouri. But one thing about it, God had me. He had me covered all the time. But y'all can see why I'm making this second YouTube and why I made the other one. One of my homies that's an activist, that's living in Indiana now, that was from Chicago, he made it clear. And a person that said that they was a white woman, mentioned what he did was as if it was a white person, he'd have made sure she was all right, or he was all right. But I'm doing good, y'all. I'm all right. I'm taking this route. You follow what I'm saying? But everywhere I go, I got to back up, because God got me. Peace be still. I showed y'all, gave you a little illustration, a reenactment of what happened to me in Bertrand, and showed you the Bertrand police, which is connected with this, Charleston, Missouri Sheriff Department and Police Department. But I want to show you something on December the 17th, 2023, about 4 o'clock a.m. in the morning. It was a shooting over here on the west side of town here in Charleston, Missouri, Mississippi County, and at least about 20 shots at the minimum. And a truck that went past my house supposedly got shot a few times, and some shell casings was found down the street from my house, where the truck might have got shot. But now I want to show you the newspaper here. Y'all remember last time when the young guys attacked at my house, and the newspaper said on that particular day, which was December the 20th and December the 21st of 2022, it said no activity that particular day. But yet I called the police twice, and one of the police with 30 years experience, or 30 years on the force, he let it be known that he checked with communications, which is the dispatcher, and it showed that I called twice. But I want to show y'all where the news, it's up to the chief of police and the sheriff, whoever dealing with the crime or the shooting in this town. It's up to them to report it to the newspaper in the news. But let me show you how this shooting, which they shot up this truck, but my house was hit at least a couple of times. Me and my daughter had to get down on the floor. But let me show you this Enterprise carrier, the Charleston, Missouri Enterprise carrier. Now this one here is Tuesday, December the 19th, 2023. And it happened on the 17th. They normally cover 6 days. I'm going to show you. Now, this is East Prairie, Missouri. And you see when they start, this is the same paper. This is the 19th of December. And this one here is the East Prairie Police Summary. These is activities that happened from December the 8th to December the 14th. That's 6 days. And it's showing you each thing that happened on them particular days. Then you have down from there, you have Charleston, Missouri Police Department. summary, and theirs is from December the 10th, 2023 to December the 16th, 2023, another 6 days. So since the shooting happened on the 17th, about 4 o'clock in the morning, it's not in this paper. So if it wasn't in the 19th paper, and they come out every Tuesday, 19 and 7 is 26, right? So let's go to this paper and see if this is 26. This is the same paper, the Enterprise Carrier, Tuesday, December the 26th, 2023. Now, we know the next page, okay, East Prairie on the case. Let's see when they went from December the 15th to December the 15th, 2023 to December the 20th, 2023. So this is their summary. Let's find the Charleston, Missouri. You can't find it. See, every time it seems like most times when something happened to me, you can't find it. I'm assuming it may gonna be in the paper on the next one of these papers come out is next year. This didn't happen in 2024, it happened in 2023. But you don't see nothing here. You see the East Prairie Police Department. You don't see no Charleston, Missouri. You don't see no summary there. Let's look on this here. We don't see no summary so far. I'm going to try to see if I missed it. We don't, that's obituaries. Maybe they waiting for me to die. But we don't see no summary here. We see the Capitol report, huh? You know what I mean? We don't see no Charleston, Missouri so far. I could be wrong now, but I'm still looking. Now, that's a serious thing because the Charleston, Missouri Police Chief Robert Hearns, he got a habit of not reporting when something happened to me in my household. Even though the shooting wasn't intentionally at my house, but it hit my house, the police came out. You see what I'm saying? I showed them the 2 holes in my panels, but yet it's not in the paper. The only way it was being seen is because I put it on my YouTube video. We seen the Bertrand police didn't care whether or not I stayed at that car wash and somebody came and killed me or some animals attacked me. You heard tonight, them big old dogs, I don't know where they was at, but I hurried up and got back in my vehicle. But I'm going to leave it at that there. They don't, I'm going to tell you one thing about me. All I'm going to do is tell the truth. Why is that not concerned enough? Any other city in the Boot Hill, when you got 20 shots fired and a vehicle being hit and somebody's house being hit, it's going to be on KFVS 12. It ain't on KFVS 12 because Robert Hearns, the chief of police, didn't report it. Peace be still.